No, no, no. I think they're on the bottom. You have to get.
Okay, we are on the feature table and our first event, the Dallas Duel, taking place at both Texas Card House and TCH Social.
Yeah, it needs to be.
We are in the early part of day 2.
Here we go.
I am John Friedberg, CEO of PokerAtlas, here with Poker Face Ash.
Yes, hello. Excited to be here.
Who many of you probably already know, much more than you do me.
Yeah, this is the first event. Very exciting, amazing turnout, and it's just been a blast. Got to play quite a few of my own bullets in this one, and such a fun event, great structure, a great tournament, and it's been exciting. So we're on day 2 here. Started with about 170 players, and playing down to a winner today, I believe.
Pretty cool that you're sitting out to just come in here and commentate in the booth.
Yeah, I was gonna play
assume
some
you're
cash.
still in the tournament, right?
Yeah, yeah. I just decided to let myself blind
You
out.
got
so I
walking
could
chips?
commentate. Yeah, I had so
Commentating
many.
chips?
I had so many. I just decided to leave them there. I was gonna play some cash, but I'd much rather commentate. I enjoy it.
12.
So how'd the tournament go for you? Did you?
So I cashed one and came close to a bag twice. Yesterday played a chip lead pot with queens to ace king and lost, so that was my exit, and unfortunately. But I have a few friends still in, so I'm definitely sweating.
Cool.
Hey Scott, how are you? I think I've played against a few of the players at this table briefly,
60.
but know of a few of them. I'm told there's a few Saturday winners at this table, so they've taken a few of these tournaments down before.
Nice. We have a wide variety of outfit choices here today, from hunting to a wedding crasher to... Two jacks. Always the most common board, ace, king, queen, when you're holding the 2 jacks.
Seems as such. Hey Melissa, how are you? Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's going to be a fun day. Featured table, this tournament. So blinds are 6,000, 12,000, 12,000, and I believe average stack is around 30 big blinds, so a lot of playability for these players, and it'll be fun to see. Yeah, as you can see, the stacks here, we have a couple hundred big blind stacks, all the way down to about 16 bigs on this feature table. So all different stack depths here, and we'll see how these players navigate. But a lot of playability, which is awesome. Again, like, great structure. It's really fun tournament to play in. And you love to have a lot of big blinds in a tournament. Not always the case. 8-handed? 9-handed.
Looks like 8.
Yeah, it's also nice playing on that feature table.
Don't forget to scan your cards, guys.
I like
Suju,
playing. Yeah,
Pocket Kings.
wakes up with a
That's
big hand
30.
here. I got to play on the feature table yesterday, but it wasn't actually a feature table. But it was nice because we were all spread out. It's very roomy on that table.
I don't think they care right now.
Suju's gonna pick up a couple callers here, one on the button and a big blind. He has them both pretty crushed.
Can you ask them if I can listen to music?
I'm sure you
You ready to listen to music?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, usually you can.
That is a good flop for Suju.
Wow, and Bryant flops trips against
No,
his...
I think that it just
Oh,
changed.
okay. I was like, wow.
Suju, obviously in a good
Players all
opportunity here to milk Brant for some chips.
Yeah, definitely gonna get some chips from... Oh, he goes all in with
Oh
his
yeah,
top
he's
pair.
pretty short, so
Makes sense. Unfortunate for him.
he
unless
won't
he's
be
able
happy
catch
to
up.
see what he's up against.
Juju getting a count, but in no world is he going to be folding.
153. 153,000. Call?
Gonna see the bad news here, unless Brant can catch a queen 10 or running straight possibilities. That gives him a little more odds.
Oh,
And he hits another queen.
Queen 10.
Going to double up.
153.
trying to keep calm here when he really wants to jump up and start high-fiving everyone at the table.
Staying very calm. Just knew the queen was coming on.
Never even took the butt out of the seat. So Ash, what's your plan? Will you be playing more tournaments this series, or cash, or both?
I'm definitely a tournament player, so I'll be in as many tournaments as I can. I'm going to play the Mystery Bounty. I'm very excited about that one. That's a fun one. And got to play this one, Mystery, and then unfortunately I can't make it for the main. Pretty bummed about that, but I'll be out of town. But I'll definitely be playing the Mystery for sure, and some of the other smaller ones as well.
Are you mostly a Hold'em player?
Yes, purely no limit Hold'em,
Okay.
tournament player. Yeah, I play cash games for my poker vlog, but tournaments is where my heart is.
Nice. There's just something so thrilling about tournaments as you're progressing and advancing and reaching the money, and then the payouts are escalating. It's just such a adrenalizing feeling
There's
to make
really
it deep in a tournament.
Yeah, there's really nothing like it. And, you know, even in cash games, you can win a big pot, but there's just nothing like the rush of a tournament run. It's so fun.
And not to mention the ability to turn $500 into
30,000.
$150,000+ or
Pretty
some
amazing. Pretty
gigantic
amazing.
amount, which is would take years playing cash games.
Exactly. And
It'd
one
take 3 days in a tournament.
Exactly. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream and want to see more of these. Make sure you hit that like button on the stream. It would help a lot with the channel. We appreciate it.
Dealers in the duel, when you knock out a player, please eliminate them in the
Check.
tablet. Send them over to us in the corner.
Got a mystery hand here.
And send them over to us to get paid. We know what place they got based off of your work.
Bet 75.
If I was a betting man, I would assume T has Randy beat.
Probably.
Although, oh, I didn't notice Randy had the flush draw. Okay, so
She takes it.
C-bet takes it.
It's a really good hand to bet there. Obviously, you have a low flush draw, but you don't have any showdown value, so you want to take the more aggressive route when you're facing a big blind versus under the gun open.
Andrew in seat 1 leading the pack here with 1.2 million in chips. But lots of play still in this tournament. Lots of players, pretty deep stacks relative to the blinds on average, so should be an exciting continuation of this tournament here at Texas Card House, Dallas.
Oh. sorry.
This is event 1 of 21 here at Texas Card House, and we've done something a little bit different at this stop here on the PokerAtlas Tour. For every player who bubbles any flight or tournament on the stone bubble, that person receives a entry into a drawing. And just before the title event, which I think is event number
16.
20, so the first 19 events, including all flights for any of the multi-flights in those events, they each win 1 entry into a drawing where 2 people will win a free entry into the $1,000, $1.5 million guaranteed
Bet 30.
PokerAtlas title no limit event here.
I thought that was such a cool little mini free roll opportunity there. So you bubble, you get some max pain on the bubble, you at least have a chance at a really nice free roll spot. So I thought that was pretty cool. Very
Yeah.
fun idea there. I like that.
We thought so too. We were bouncing around ideas about funny little bubble trophies and other things, but ultimately, when you bubble the tournament, not everyone has the same sense of humor.
Right.
Especially when the whole, everyone remaining is now standing up, high-fiving, and you're walking out broke.
Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling.
So we thought, what can we do
Great
to
idea.
show some appreciation and make it more fun and a more positive experience for, of course, the bubble boy or girl.
Yeah. Also, the double bag bonus, bagging at both locations, that was such a fun challenge. And I know a lot of people tried for it. Some people obviously got it, and it was just fun. Fun to try and bag chip lead, fun to try and bag at both locations and get that $5,000 bonus. So that was pretty cool.
Cool.
Lots of fun incentives to fire bullets in this one.
Speaking of incentive to fire bullets, have you heard about our Master Blaster Award?
No, but I heard the
Raise
guy at my
26.
table last night said he was the recipient of that award. How many, did we know how many bullets he fired?
Well,
I do. I can look in my phone and see. However, the actual Master Blaster Award is for the entire series.
Oh.
So what we've done, and I
okay.
can show you, if I can find this on my phone here, a picture of it. It's inside of a concealed location, not here in this building. But whoever fires the most bullets throughout the entire series, not spends the most money, but whoever fires the most bullets will win the first ever PokerAtlas Tour Master Blaster Award.
Master
It is
Blaster,
a
I like that.
large wooden plaque with bullet shells, brass as we call it in riflery, bullet shells all around, and it's super cool.
That's fun. Both players have a queen
50.
here, of course. Scrappy with 2 pair. Probably gonna put out little smallish size on the river.
oh,
And Scrappy makes a good fold here. Oh no, I'm sorry. Robert takes it down. I'm surprised to see a fold there. Unless I'm seeing this
Small,
wrong.
big, big.
Robert takes it down. They would have... Yeah, 2 pair, I think. Better 2 pair folds. So you can see stacks again. Brant doubled up, so now Brant went from having about 15 or 16 big blinds now up to 34, which is a lot of playability in tournaments. I think players think they get short stack because they, hey Caitlin, how are you? Players sometimes undervalue the size of their stack. They think,
Yeah,
oh, I
so
only
yeah,
have
80.
X amount of chips, but in reality, 34 big blinds is a lot of room to maneuver, find spots, so it's always important to stay patient in tournaments when you
How many
can.
people do we start with? Anybody remember?
Caitlin from Texas Poker, you have to make your way down here and play some of these tournaments. Dallas needs you.
Where is Caitlin from in Texas
Caitlin
Poker?
lives in Austin.
Ah,
So she's only a little drive away. She can make it out here. She's a very popular vlogger herself. She also hosts a podcast, a poker podcast. She's now a very kind of comedic face in the poker community. She does an amazing job doing skits and things like that. I don't know if you've seen any of them on Twitter, but she does a great job.
you must have quite the following too, Ash, given the fact that every single person has come in to say hello to you and not a soul has said anything to me.
Aw. I'm sure they
That's
love you.
okay. So do you also do some vlogging?
Yes, I am a poker vlogger. I do. Okay, so Caitlin's from Dallas, so yeah, you got to make your way over here. Yeah, I do poker vlogging mostly. Travel, play tournaments, and basically vlog about it. So
Cool. Where would I find you if I were to
So I'm
try
on,
looking you up?
main places I'm on are YouTube and Instagram. So YouTube, I'm PokerFace Ash. I think I'm almost up to 36,000 subscribers, which is pretty exciting.
Awesome.
And then Instagram is PokerFace Ash as well.
Nice.
Yes, Caitlin is very famous, Doug. She is a really amazing person in this poker community.
No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we'd love to see you out here, Caitlin. Play some poker tournaments in this amazing series they have going on. I've been excited for this for a while now. I kept waiting for the schedule to come out. Wanted to make sure I cleared my schedule to play it. So excited.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming out.
Fun. Very, very fun.
Yeah, lots more events. The range of buy-ins here in our PokerAtlas Tour stop at Texas Card House, $200 to $2,500. So there's literally something for everyone, whether you are a Hold'em player, an Omaha player, mixed game player, high stakes, low stakes, we've got it all.
And
Not to
today,
mention all the
yeah.
cash games
Right.
as well.
Lots of really great cash games going on. And there's a very fun tournament going on today. $500 buy-in, $50K guarantee, where it's a no-limit tournament, but they're including bomb pots. So another great idea to add addition to these tournaments. So I believe they play a bomb pot every level. So that's pretty fun.
Cool.
I actually host a poker game in Las Vegas at Resorts World.
Oh, I love Resorts World.
5-10 no limit, and we just do some fun things because, you know, regular poker can just get somewhat
A
repetitive.
little
So
monotonous, yeah.
I always like to introduce fun factors into games. So at my game at Resorts World, we run double board bomb pots every dealer change.
Nice.
We also play with a bounty hand, which we don't just pick 7 deuce like most games. We actually randomly draw 2 cards when we start the game, but the rule is the cards have to be between 2 and 9, and they can't be connected.
Okay.
So one day the bounty might be, 8 deuce. Some days it might be 5-9. Just kind of varies. So anyway, taking those sort of fun factors and bringing them here to the PokerAtlas Tour, I was working with my tournament director, Justin Hammer, to kind of blend some of those features into the tour to really sort of mix it up a little bit to just create a little bit more fun and kind of games within games. So there is a tournament here coming. Actually, today's event, like you said, Ash, is a $500 no limit bomb pot every dealer change, I believe.
Every dealer change, cool. Yeah.
And it's a $50,000 prize pool guarantee. And we also have a 7 deuce tournament coming up a little later in the series.
Oh.
So that will be fun too, where if somebody wins with a 7 deuce, whether showdown or not, they will collect a bounty from every player at the table.
That's pretty fun. I'll definitely have to play that one.
That one is, sorry.
How many people are left? Someone asked in the chat. We started with about 165-ish, I believe. So probably down, I would assume, to about maybe 140 at this point, something like that. Still a long day ahead for all these players. You're gonna play down to a winner today. There's about 140, 50 players left, I would imagine.
You are spot on. 140 players left.
It's almost like I've done this before. Wow.
Although, in fairness, we're
a little behind.
We're somewhat delayed.
A little behind. Okay.
But this is real, so probably not quite that number yet.
Yeah, not quite yet. Okay.
40.
I love Resorts World. Do you guys play in that back room with the glass?
Sometimes we do, but generally speaking, I prefer to play
outside.
Only because we like to, bring people into the game sometimes and not be so secluded. But we also, we always order a bunch of wine and pizza, so we have a full spread out there, and it's a very fun game. It's not a private game, by the way, so if anyone's ever in Las Vegas and wants to, have fun in a not so serious 5-10 no limit hold'em game, let me know.
Randy takes down a pot with ace jack of diamonds. I think she just raised and took it down. Very deep stacks here, except Scrappy has 16 bigs, but besides that, everyone's pretty deep here.
So Ashley, do you happen to know the story behind the red tuxedo?
I unfortunately don't, but I would love to find out. Get some investigation going on. Maybe he found out he's going to be on stream and wanted to look good. The bow tie kind of looks like I'm not even sure.
Well, today is Sunday. I was thinking maybe he's getting married today.
Maybe
didn't
went
expect to
church.
make day 2, so he's
Yeah.
still trying to you know, run it up before he has to be at the ceremony in a couple hours,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, option.
Definitely the most well-dressed person at the table, I would say.
He might be the most well-dressed
In the
poker
room, maybe?
player in the entire world at this
Yeah,
very moment.
probably.
Other than maybe somewhere in Monte Carlo,
Yeah.
it's what, like 9 p.m. There might be some fellow tuxedo-wearing poker players.
Yeah, you can find me in a hoodie most days when I'm playing, so I like to dress super cozy and comfortable when I
Comfort
play.
is key,
Comfort
especially
is
when
key
your
for me.
intention is to last many, many
Oh
hours.
yeah, you're gonna be there for a long time.
Yeah.
Definitely. What's up, Stephen Baines? Who is this commentator? Which one are
39.
you referring to?
Probably not asking about you. Who's the dude talking? And why is he taking up Ashley's airtime?
Call.
Bond, James Bond. Definitely some Bond vibes for sure with the bow tie. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We have over 100 viewers now, and if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to hit that like button. It helps us get noticed on YouTube,
Check.
and we appreciate that. It would help the channel very much. So we've got a pretty smallish pot brewing here. We got Randy with ace high, which is actually no good against Phil's full house. Is he gonna bet this for value?
Bet 65.
What's out about a half pottish bet? I think she's gonna look him up with ace high. She's thinking about it. Nice value bet here by Phil with his parries.
That shows queen high. Ace high.
It looks like the graphics were
Did
wrong.
we see that wrong?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
queen jack. Okay, so
Wow, what a great call.
yeah, great call by Randy there. I like Phil's bluff there on the river though. He's kind of got to go for it, and he chose a good sizing with a half pot bet. But ace high is gonna look him up and take it down. Randy now making her way up. She has 61 big blinds at this point. Hey Dory, how are you? Good luck to you if you're playing today. Dory is a regular here at TCH Dallas and well, all over Texas really.
Oh, it's a $100 chip.
Plays here a lot.
Oh, nice.
I agree, Dory. Ash is sounding great.
We need some compliments in the chat.
Does everyone's keyboard, are they all missing the J and the O and the N? Can somebody say hello to me, or should I maybe type in the chat, hello, John, myself?
John's doing a great job as well.
Floor.
I feel like I'm not even here. Is my microphone on? Oh my God.
There
Oh, the
we
host.
go.
Thank you, host.
Yeah, Dory's
You know what? We're canceling the rest of this series if nobody says hello, John, one time.
John,
One time.
John is you're the CEO of PokerAtlas, is that correct?
I was. I'm about to resign.
Oh, wow.
Doug,
Oh, 32.
my man, you just won $1 million for saying my name first.
Oh,
Just kidding.
There we go. We got
Hey,
some love
Melissa.
for John in the chat. There we go.
All right, thank you.
Doug says, welcome to Texas. Dory says, you sound great too.
Thanks, Dory.
Yeah, Dory's a regular local here. She's awesome. We've played on stream a few times together, actually.
Well, I will say, anyone who's in Dallas right now has really no excuse not to come to Texas Card House
I agree.
or TCH Social today. It is effing hot outside. 109 degrees, hottest day of the year here in Dallas. Hot AF, as they say. So what are you doing not coming into these nice air-conditioned poker rooms? And you know what? If you're not here, if you're in Houston or Austin or somewhere else in Texas, go play. Go support your local poker rooms. There are many great poker rooms around this great state of Texas. Get out, get indoors, play some
Check.
poker.
Check.
Doug said he's gonna stake me with the $1 million you just awarded him. What's up, Mark?
Check. Check.
Try my best not to nerd out with too much
Two pairs,
poker
show.
strategy commentary because I tend to get a little into it. But it looks like brain. Oh,
Check.
Suju River Strips here.
Stacks and tens.
You know, if you want to geek out on poker, Ash, I can keep up with you.
Can you? Okay.
So if you want to try
Tens
to
Okay.
win is.
talk about split range,
Yeah,
merge with,
merges. Uh-oh, we're talking about
you know,
merges.
polarization,
Okay.
under the gun strength, I'm your guy to
I
talk.
love that. Okay, that's great to know, actually. Yeah, I sometimes it's like hard to find a balance sometimes commentating versus just having conversation and interacting in the chat, and also like wanting to give a little bit of. I nerd out about poker, so I love tournaments are just so fascinating to me. There's so many nuances and just so many different spots that you face in tournaments, and that's what I find so fascinating about them. There's just so many levels. There's stages. You always have to know how many big blinds you have. Pay attention to the table. There's just so many fun spots in tournaments. Your brain's always going, which is actually why I'm quite exhausted after a tournament. Do you play a lot of
Definitely.
tournaments or mostly cash?
I'm a former tournament player turned cash player turned recreational, both
Love it.
tournament and cash player.
That's the way to go, recreational.
I love tournaments. I really do. So I think at heart, I probably like tournament play more than cash games, but it's such a time commitment that I don't
It
generally
is.
have these days, so I play more cash, but
Makes sense.
always try to hop into tournaments as often as I can.
Yeah, they are a big time commitment, but the payoff can be huge, which is, I guess, why we always sit down and play them. Hey, Andy.
Raise. 40.
Andy, also another TCH regular. Thanks for joining the stream.
Call.
Fun surprise. I was here to play cash and sweat Casey, aka Poker Mama, who's still in the tournament doing well. And much rather commentate on a tournament than play cash, to be honest. So happy to be here. Got a raise by Robert and a call from Phil in the cutoff. Suited King Jack.
Queen high flop with 2 spades. Robert sitting pretty here with the king queen. RV Phil with a gutter ball and over card. Makes the call.
Robert probably really loving his hand, having the king of spades in it as well. Do you know if they're going to do more feature tables for these day 2s tournaments?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I think, obviously, a lot of people watching and seem to like it, so that's cool.
I think the more people tune in, the more likelihood that we see more live streams that are sort of feature tables prior to the final table.
Yeah.
We're certainly streaming a bunch of final tables, that's for sure.
Also, my goal to eventually make a final table live stream here at TCH. So that's a new goal for me.
Well, it's a lot of fun sitting right here next to you, Ash, but I would much prefer to be talking about you as I watch you on a final table here.
Yes, let's do that.
Although I don't know how many times I'll be here in the booth commentating, but I certainly wish you the best of luck and hope you achieve your goals and plans of final tabling and maybe winning
Thanks, yeah.
one of these events.
That would be awesome.
Or more.
Super excited. Lots of events more. How many events did this have?
21 total.
Wow, 21 events in this PokerAtlas TCH series. So exciting.
There is a senior event in this series, and I will tell you exactly when it is and what the buy-in details are. As I scroll through the schedule on PokerAtlas, looking for the information.
Raise. 35.
Hey, Hey Sassy, how are you? Welcome to the stream.
Player goes
Again, if
all
you guys
in.
are liking it, please hit that like button. One click helps us out tremendously. Appreciate it. Alright, we've got an all-in here by Grant, and I believe he was one of the shorter stacks. Oh, and does he take it down? Yeah, he gets the fold from the pocket fours there. So Grant makes a good shove there on the button, takes it down. Seniors event tomorrow, someone is saying in the chat. 10 a.m. at TCH Social. Alright, we see our stacks here again. We got seat 1 with 71 bigs. Grant now ups his stack to 26 bigs after that shove over that open, and Scrappy's still trying to find a spot with about 10 bigs.
Yeah, the seniors event, I finally found it, takes place at TCH Social Monday. This Monday, August 21st, tomorrow. $600 buy-in, no limit hold'em, starting with 30,000 in chips, 30-minute levels, and a $25,000 prize pool guarantee.
Final call for Joe Blue and Ashley F. 1-2. Final call.
Got 2 big hands here.
Players all in.
Oh, and Scrappy unfortunately runs into ace queen in this spot for just about 10 bigs. He's probably going to get called by Suju. He's getting a count right now. A little bit of an unfortunate spot waking up with a hand like king queen off when you have 10 bigs. And Suju has him dominated.
Players all in for 152, 157.
Yeah, just under 10 big blind shove for Scrappy, which of course is 100% correct. Can't imagine Suju folds, and he makes the call. So now Scrappy at risk, needs to catch some sort of straight or a king, of course.
Oh, ace king
Oh,
and ace queen. So the hands are a little different than what we saw on the screen.
Yeah.
So tables have turned a bit. Looks like Scrappy holds with the ace king, assuming.
Oh, it's a chop. Okay, wait. Is that...
Oh, did the board double pair? Oh my. Sure
oh yeah,
did.
the board double paired, so unlucky for Scrappy, but lucky for Suju. So yeah, that makes sense. I was playing on stream the other night in the 5-5-10 match stack, and everybody thought I made a big call on the river with Jack High. And then I was like, guys, I had a pair. The graphics are wrong. Sometimes it's a little bit wrong, but I didn't notice the hands, so to look at the cards.
That's funny.
How do you call there with Jack High? You had nothing. I'm like, I didn't have Jack High.
So how do you like playing on stream? Does it change your game at all? Do you get nervous? Do you feel fearful of making silly mistakes or decisions?
I do a little bit. I used to get a lot more nervous. Now I'm a little bit more, don't really care what people think. It's a big kind of thing to get over, especially being a content creator, putting yourself in the spotlight. It's made me a little bit callous to that and not care so much, but at the same time, you don't really want to look stupid on stream. I made a few speculative calls on the river because I didn't want to be wrong, so yes, it does play a part a little bit, but at the same time, you kind of got to just not care what people think. But it's something I'm working on. I don't get so nervous anymore. It's more of like knowing that people are watching what you're doing. And sometimes we can have thought processes that people don't really know what you're thinking, so you just might look silly, but really you had a good way of thinking about a hand, but they just don't know. Which is why I love to go over the live streams I play and kind of explain why I do what I do. The games are crazy here. They're amazing. So they're wild.
Yes. Crazy games in Dallas. Crazy games all over Texas.
Yeah, they're great. Poker is alive and well.
Yeah, Texas has really been a big part of this poker boom we're seeing these days.
Absolutely.
When so many other properties had closed or reduced their poker operations during the pandemic, Texas was just surging with new poker clubs.
Yeah.
opening up, and it's been just a great boost for the general poker economy around the world, really. I think Texas has played a big part of that.
Yeah, and I think it's been great for players who play for a living to see this like new wave of players coming in, and you know, it's just exciting to see so many more people getting passionate about poker and wanting to play. And yeah, the games are great. The games are very good.
It's crazy to me how many people still don't know, like in Dallas, for example, they still don't know that poker exists here.
Right.
I had dinner last night with a friend of mine who is a realtor here in Dallas and has been for about 12 years. Knows the city inside and out. Had no idea there were poker rooms
Oh,
in Dallas or anywhere in Texas. So when I explained that I'm here hosting an event at the Texas Card House and TCH Social, she had no idea. So I'm showing her pictures, and she was shocked.
Phil
So yeah,
puts
poker
on the
is
moves.
alive and well here.
Yeah, it really is, and it's very exciting. Just getting new blood into the game, and yeah, even the more younger crowd. I feel like from like other live streams that are more popular, they've kind of brought in these like younger, even college age kids, just like getting into poker, which is like really great to see. I think RV just put on the moves over an ace-10 off open and put in the 3-bet on the button with queen-4 off and took it down. So nice little
Raise,
aggressive play there
32.
by RV Phil.
Nine ten suited, one of my favorite hands.
Yeah, and being under the gun with I'm not sure how you say that name, but the stack size, I think he's the chip leader. Great spot to open when you have a fun hand like that. Blinds have now gone up, so stacks have gotten a little bit smaller. 816K now.
So Chad asking, how does the table read the cards? I don't know the answer to that question, but I believe it has something to do with sensors underneath it. Well, it certainly has to do with sensors under the table. I don't know exactly where the sensors are located. A lot of RFID tables have a sensor in front of each player, and they have to put their cards sort of right over the sensor. And they typically, you'll see like rectangles on the felt showing the players where to put the cards. This table, though, is a bit of a newer product and I think works a little bit differently. I'm not sure if the sensors are underneath those circles.
Yeah, they're underneath the circles.
Are they? Okay, for the cards also?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, and then, yeah, so the community board too. And yeah, they're RFID, I believe so.
Yeah, each card has a little, what they call antenna inside of it. There's a sensor or sensors around the table, and so the sensors read the cards. Each card obviously has a unique identifier to it, so the sensors can read what the cards are, but obviously not completely perfect in every situation. And sometimes the cards are just not ever in contact with the sensor, which is why you'll sometimes see no card or cards, or a missing card.
Randy opens the Jack-10 offsuit, and Robert, next to act, puts in a raise with Jack-8 offsuit cutoff.
Robert getting aggressive here with rebetting his Jack-8 off.
Randy makes the call.
Pretty horrible flop for Randy. Robert, if he maintains the aggression here, will likely take it down. Would you agree?
I would.
It's a perfect, oh, interesting. She's going to donk bet into him.
Oh, wow.
Great bet. I mean, given that we can see the cards.
Yeah, wow.
Well played. That's a perfect board for any continuation bet, really for any hand in a raise, re-raise situation. Andy making moves. Crushing it, as her shirt says.
Yeah, she certainly is. She's been picking some good spots and taking down some hands. Always nice to see females in the field, and we actually had a lot of females that bagged last night for the day too. So yeah, Randy definitely no fear there.
Do you feel as a female player that you have any sort of advantage or disadvantage at the table? I'm sure you've been asked that question before.
Yeah, I think there is both advantages and disadvantages, and it's just a matter of trying to make the most of both sides. So, guys might, underestimate you or think you're making a little bit on the tighter side, then you can bluff more. So, yeah, definitely. All right, we've got a raise and an all in.
I'd be surprised if Suju calls here.
It'd be a pretty light call off, especially because Dinger has, he lets it go.
That's where Dinger looks over and gives the traditional, I had you, good fold.
And he takes a big gulp and says, phew, don't get called. I believe Dinger just sat down as well. So, got a full table.
Yeah, 9-handed now.
Scrappy's still our short stack, trying to find a spot. I know that feeling. It's not the best. It's not the funnest feeling in the world. But you also have nothing to lose. You know you're going to be all in, and you either win the hand or you don't. Suji with a monster here. He's hijack. It's always a nice life to have a big stack and just pick up monster hands. Uh-oh. Okay, well, just was saying how Scrappy's the short stack. This is giving me flashbacks of how I busted a chip lead pot at the end of the night last night. I had queens against ace king.
Pretty sure these stacks are going in here. Pre-flop. Suju has Scrappy covered by quite a bit.
Did he just call?
What did he put out there, 54?
I think he just called.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting. Queens does need a bit of protection. I can see you doing that with aces or kings, but I'm assuming he's just going to go all in on any low board, which this is one of those. Just going to rip it. Very interesting.
I don't like calling here with queens. I mean, if an ace or a king comes on the flop, what do you do?
Yeah,
if it comes, crap cards like it did, now you're not getting any action. So I think the best play is just to ship it pre-flop.
Yeah, and the problem is if Suju folds here, it's just terrible for Scrappy because you want to get all the money in free.
121.
Yeah, I could totally advocate for a hand like aces or kings doing that pre. But queens does need protection here, and now the bad part is he's might get a fold. Thinking about it though.
He wants to call, but I think he's going to talk himself out of it, my guess.
121, right?
Yep.
He makes the call.
I guessed
We could have
incorrectly.
just got this all in pre.
The same outcome at this point.
Yep. So Scrappy at risk, needs to dodge ace or king.
Meaningless 10.
Alright, well Scrappy's gonna double up, and a little bit of an unconventional play there pays off. Said he didn't want him to fold. However, like you said, if an ace or a king comes on the flop, you're really kind of handcuffing yourself. Like if Suju has a hand like pocket nines, king 9 suited, those types of hands, you're just going to have to fold sometimes, and your hand just wants to see all 5 cards, especially when you only have 11 big blinds. So, but worked out for him, and now he is up to 22 bigs. So now we have our lowest stack has 21 bigs, which again, the structure is allowing the players to play deep, which is, I lick my chops when I see that because it gives you playability and you're able to kind of find spots and navigate.
one of our goals with the PokerAtlas Tour, playability.
Yes, absolutely.
But not for all events. We also have some turbo
Some
events just
turbos.
because we like to mix it up, and some people like turbos.
I
Uh-oh.
also, yeah, we got
Pocket
aces
rockets.
versus nines here.
Cool. King of spades, 10 of clubs and spades.
I did play with a turbo 5 p.m. flight for this tournament last night. It was fun. Sometimes turbos are fun because you got to play fast, hard, aggressive, higher variance, but it's fun. We got 2 pairs, T with pocket aces.
That's kind of a dangerous board for Robert, just because it's easy to get milked here.
Yeah, you gotta think your pair is good at this point. You're beating obviously all Broadway, overcards, ace king, stuff like that.
Now he's got the 9 of hearts to think, well, I don't like my hand as much anymore. Ace is gonna win this pot. Wow. Ace has played that, T played that quite conservatively on his 379K stack.
Yeah, having
Just
ace of hearts
bumped up
there.
to 600,000. Yeah, I think he missed a bet or two.
Yeah, probably could have gone for a little bit of value there. Also, never a bad thing to play a little bit small ball tournaments sometimes, I guess. Especially being out of position. Now Suju picks up pocket aces here. Picking up some monster hands. Although did take a little bit of a hit with the ace king versus queens. And T in the big blind with ace 9 suited. Play a heads up pot. Little bit of something for T. Oh, never mind. Queen, 3 deuce, 2 hearts. Probably to get the fold here.
Looking down at 2 aces is such a good feeling.
It's the best feeling in poker. Like in a tournament, you're like, okay, someone please shove pre.
Especially a good feeling when you see a player or two raising in front of you, and then you look down at aces. That's even more exciting, obviously. But
Yep.
just seeing those first ace squeezing the second ace, such a good feeling.
Oh, it's the best. The best. Have about 165 viewers watching. If you're watching right now, thank you so much. And if you could just hit that like button on the screen, it'd be very helpful to the channel. We'd appreciate it very much. Blinds are now up to 10, 20, and 20K. Suju with another premium hand. What a life.
Poker is an easy game sometimes.
Sometimes.
When you're getting the ace king and everyone else is getting the 9-3s and 7-4s and
Randy with the
inferior hands, ace jack.
Yep. Looks like they're gonna go 3 ways to a flop. Randy with a very good ace as well. Wow, what a flop for Suju here.
Suju flopping trips.
Probably gonna put in should put in a very small bet.
Hard to get called on this board unless Randy
Randy
just wants
probably,
to
Yeah, I can see Randy calling here. A little bit sticky. You know, still has outs to pairs that are probably beating some of his opens. So
The problem is, what she's hoping for is what she really does not
does
want
not
to
want
get.
to see. Yeah.
Does not want to get an ace or a jack, despite the fact that she probably thinks she does.
But 125. 125.
Do you bet the turn here if you're Suju, or do you check back and try to get some action on the river?
Yeah, I think you can go either way. I think that comes down to an exploitative decision in this spot because technically you'd probably want to continue firing.
Yeah, I like either option in that scenario. I think you can easily check back here and try to get looked up on a ace high river, or
Yeah,
sorry,
I-
with an ace high on a, you know,
I think
blank
there's
river.
definitely merit to both. You can also get called by a 9 on the river a lot of the time if you check back turn.
You're the button too. Offsuit.
You had a ace jack.
She probably thought her hand was a little bit under-repped as well too, so you don't really want to fold one bet on the flop
I thought you would maybe
with
check
her
that.
hand, I think.
I was gonna.
That's probably what she was
but then I
thinking.
thought,
But he
I'm
does
running
take it
bad.
down.
Like,
Yeah.
even
Another
though I've been
pot.
getting
Yeah,
good
that's the
cards.
only reason why.
I was running
I'm
good.
like,
I
if
would.
you had a key,
I would have faded one. I would have faded one.
I like that she's trying to keep him honest though. Heals one.
That shot would have came
Ace
in.
high
or
there.
something. The way the last hour's been running, I thought if that shot would come or something. So I just bet.
Scrappy. Must have been.
False one.
Randy limps the button here with queen 7 off.
Raise. 7,000.
Robert then raises in the small blind. We don't know what he has, but now Suju has a very nice hand of big blind. Oh, 3.5 big blinds to call, so he's definitely going to be putting it in. Randy gonna let Randy. So Robert with the mystery hand, and after he raises pre and gets this flop, no matter what he has, it's going to be very advantageous for him. And Suju can't do anything here unless he tries to get tricky. Oh, see, maybe his hand will show up here. Nope. Takes it down.
159. So I said it's too late.
Grant now our shortest stack, about 15 bigs. We've got Andrew with 53 big blinds, Suju a little bit behind him, 39. Lots of playability in this table.
Definitely. Down to here in day 2 of our event number 1 on the PokerAtlas Tour. Texas Card House and TCH Social, the Dallas Duel. We are
Raise. 55,000.
currently sitting at, what, about 130 or so remaining? 130 to 140, depending on whether you're curious in real time or our delayed time here on this live stream.
140,000.
We have not been short of big hands at this table as Robert wakes up with pocket kings. Randy with a little bit of a light open with the 8-7 off. This one should probably head its way into muck. She lets it go correctly, and Robert takes it down with pocket kings.
Yeah, lots of premium hands. Like,
Yep. haven't
seems
mentioned.
like almost every hand someone's got
Aces
ace,
or
king, or
kings.
better. The winner of this tournament takes home $164,000.
Wow.
Just over that amount, actually. And the coveted PokerAtlas Tour trophy.
Pretty incredible to turn $500 into 160 to
Yes.
160 something $1,000. It's pretty sick.
Just a nice, what, 320x or so.
Just a little bit of a nice ROI there. Now we have T with pocket tens. Takes it down.
Pocket tens. One of those hands that feels like such a good hand, but oftentimes reminds you of just how vulnerable that hand is.
Yeah.
Sometimes difficult to play pocket tens.
I gave
It
you
is.
Always easy when the 10 flops. Usually.
Usually.
Not so easy when it comes ace 9-3.
Yeah. Now what? Randy with another nice playable hand.
Raise 75,000.
I haven't seen that many limps, but T does limp. Might have a hand like 6-7, ace-6 suited, maybe pocket sixes. Mystery hand.
Interesting. Interesting that the 6 of hearts is a mystery hand for us because so many of the likely other cards that T has could just smash this board, this flop. So
Yeah.
could be sitting on 6-7 of hearts. Could be 6-8 of hearts. Pocket sixes, not so much. Ace-6 of hearts, obviously. Monster flop. Randy sitting on top pair too with a decent kicker, so
This could be an interesting
this
one.
might be interesting for sure. I love how aggressive Randy's playing though.
Yeah, she is doing well. She shows the jack, trying to make people think she's staying honest. I'd like to think it's because she wants to bluff later.
Oh, you think? Yeah, guys, I'll show you this time, but just know that I have it every time.
I have it every time. Yeah,
The next time you're thinking about it, make sure you fold, because I only bet when I have it.
Wonder what T had there. Maybe pocket sixes then if he folds.
That would be my guess as well. Not too many other hands that weren't flush draw hands, right?
Yeah,
So,
they shouldn't be limping any offsuit hands.
Raise 45,000.
Hijack raised by Suju. Also nice when you're a big stack, you can really just open all your ace-X in position here. Just put max pressure on. We've seen Phil make some fun plays, so he's gonna have to call in the small blind. These two players will go heads up.
Heads up. Check.
Suju flops a gutter, which is gonna be more than enough to continue barreling when you have ace high on this board. In theory, this board might be a little bit better for Phil. Being in the big blinds can have a very wide range of hands. not gonna get spicy this time and lets it go.
Andrew still holds the lead at this table, just over $1 million, 50 big blinds. Dinger at the bottom of the pack here with 15 big blinds. Actually, a few players here sitting on about 15 big blinds. Pretty good mix of stack sizes here at this table.
Raise 45,000.
Robert raising with deuces. Hoping everyone folds, or hoping to flop a deuce. Certainly doesn't want to get re-raised here.
Cool.
RV Phil likes to protect his buttons. So he's gonna call. Oh, we got it all in. Brandt has ace king. I believe he had about 15 big blinds. Yep. He's gonna get this through. Imagine Phil making a call.
Yeah, tough for any hand with a 4 in it to call off 80% of his stack here. So he lets it go wisely.
Nice time for Brandt to pick up that pot. When you get it through, a shove through over an open and a call with the blinds in there, it definitely adds up. So just like that, he goes from 15 bigs to over 20. Every big blind in tournaments, I say this all the time on my blog, is so important. Every single big blind matters in the tournament. It can come down to an ICM situation. It can come down to whether or not I ended up ICM chopping a tournament where with 2 tables left, I was down to 1 big blind. So just that 1 big blind, if I had played any hand any differently in the tournament, I would have just been out. You know, so every big blind matters, and it's crazy what can happen. Yeah, it's crazy what can happen.
I had a similar scenario. I once final tabled a tournament, literally got down to 1 single chip, a $500 chip, when the blinds were, I don't remember what the blinds were, but they were around that, somewhere around that vicinity, and I won the tournament.
That's sick. Yeah, it's why just every decision matters. Phil's going to shove here for just under 20 bigs to ace-10 suited. Takes it down. I'm sure he didn't mind just taking down the blinds in that spot.
Ace-10, another one of those,
yeah,
when suited, looks so pretty.
Yeah. Now he's back up to 20 big blinds.
Raise 50,000. Owen.
Brandt, another premium hand here. QQ. And he ships for about 380,000. Dinger probably not going to call, or his entire stack.
Yeah, I can't imagine a call here. Kind of sucks to have to open suited ace and fold, but good fold. Brandt takes down another pot. Now to about 24 big blinds.
Yeah.
over 3 million in total guarantees here at the PokerAtlas Tour stop in Dallas, running at both properties, mostly Texas Card House, but some events over at TCH Social. Not too far from here, about a 12-minute drive.
Yeah,
Super
very
easy to
close.
get between both properties. So there's a lot of the schedule that we created where if you bust one tournament at one property, you still have plenty of time to get over to the other property and play another tournament and or cash. So,
Which I've done many times this
oh
week.
yeah, nice.
Drove back and forth, made it, busted this one, headed over there, busted that one, headed back over here.
All right.
Yeah, it's very easy.
And it's easy, right?
It's so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Really feels less than even a 10-minute drive, to be honest. Yeah, it's been very nice, very convenient.
Convenient, pretty decent parking at both properties too. So
Haven't
not
had any issues with parking.
yeah.
It's been good.
And they both have well-secured parking lots, lots of security patrolling, and just feels very safe. Always something I take into consideration when I consider where I'm going to play.
Definitely. Randy does not want to see a 9 come out. Little does she know.
So far, the aggressor will be the one winning this pot until something changes.
85.
Randy makes the call.
Interesting call by Randy here.
You know, she puts in a bet
Probably
here. She's gonna get it done.
Planning a bluff.
Yeah.
Obviously not calling on a gutter ball because she wants to hit the gutter ball. So
Wow, and again, Randy making all the right moves here.
what a perfect bet here. Even if Robert had a jack, it's almost hard to call that bet. Just looked and felt like a flush draw. Wow, I'm impressed by Randy.
She is,
Have you played with Randy before?
I have not. It's good to see that she is a very capable player and just picking. I mean, when you call there out of position and you brick the river, putting in a bet there is just great. Got Randy to fold, or got her opponent to fold, so great move by Randy. She is just staying afloat here, has 46 big blinds, almost up to $1 million in chips, so she is definitely playing very well.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
Aggression goes a long way in tournaments.
And smart aggression too.
Yeah.
That's, dumb aggression is not
Very
doesn't work
good
out so
point.
well, but that was a very well thought out play on her part. She strategically called knowing if, probably knowing if a scare card hit the river, she was going to fire.
45.
Sure enough, a heart came, and little did she know her opponent had nothing, but
Right, make it 110.
in any case, she played that fantastically.
And now she puts in the 3-bet.
Is that good? You want to show them twice?
Well, I don't think I did it. I can't remember if I did it or not.
Sounds like she's from Texas.
I don't have an A.
Yeah, and she just gets her opponents to fold and takes it up. It's 5 off. She now has 1 million chips.
So you didn't really miss it, but you don't think about it when it's out there.
And the new table chip lead.
Go Randy, absolutely. Like her chest reads, crushing it.
Crushing it, absolutely. Now you can see her aggression frequency is the biggest at the table, and that correlates to the fact that she has chips. Doing very well.
Gentlemen, take note on how to play tournament poker very well.
It's also so nice to see a woman crushing it at the featured table.
Nice, make it 55.
If anyone's curious, this is day 2 of our Dallas Duel event. We called it the Dallas Duel because there were flights starting flights at both properties Texas Card House Dallas and TCH Social in Las Colinas. Started on Tuesday, August 15th. 3 flights per day through yesterday. All of the survivors have joined forces here on day 2 at Texas Card House, playing for a $1 million guaranteed prize pool, but we exceeded that quite a bit by a total prize pool of over 1.2 million. First place taking home approximately $170,000. A lot of money.
Pretty amazing. $500 into about 170K. Not a bad ROI. He chooses to fold Jack 10 there. He's gonna fold around to the button now. That's 5-3 suited. It's a little bit on the cusp, especially when you have a short stack in a small blind. You're gonna see exactly this, a shove, a lot of the time. He's gonna get this one through. And he has about 14 bigs yet. Or 12 bigs. Randy's still at the top here with 51 big blinds. Dinger, our short stack with Bo. Scrappy and Phil, the other a little bit shorter ones. But again, in a tournament, 20 big blinds actually is maneuverable. When you get down to 12, 10, a little bit different of a spot. Now T with a premium hand, pocket queens, gonna raise it up. Looks like he made it 55,000. See if he gets any action here. Phil definitely has a calling hand in the big blind with King 9 off. T with just over 25 big blinds to start hand is going to hate seeing that ace on the flop.
Both players hating that flop.
Yeah.
T not knowing just how good a shape 2 queens are in, but
Put in
small
a small bet,
takes it down.
Yeah. Nice pot for T there. Had been a little bit quiet. Picks one up.
Back 40 TV asking how many people entered and how many places will be paid. Good question. The answer is 2,952 entries join this tournament. Just over 100 remain. 175 places were paid, in addition to, of course, all of the chip leader finishers and double bag bonus winners. So 175 places paid. Actually, there might be more than that, because I think there were also some day 1 payouts. So don't know exactly how many.
Day 1 payouts. Yeah.
But everyone here in day 2 is in the money already. And first place, $164,000.
RV Phil finds a great spot to shove here over this. What should be a lot of time, a loose open from Suju. He's not going to be able to make a call here with King 10 off.
Yeah, wouldn't be a great call for a third of a stack here with the King 10.
Nice little pickup
Off
for
suit.
RV.
Look at me and
One
didn't
less
look.
second.
Yeah. I was like, I ain't gonna look away first.
RB Phil, happy to take that down with 2 10s.
You're like,
Randy maintains chip lead here. Playing very well, very aggressive. And very strategically not running into better hands on her bluffs.
Which I seem to do quite a bit.
It's funny, when poker is going well, all those plays work out.
Right.
And when it's not, the exact same plays, you just run into the actual flush every time, or
exactly. Your
top
timing,
pair.
even running good in tournaments, is also about timing. You know, timing to get aces versus kings, timing to have a hand you have to bluff and your opponent finds a fold. You know, so many things have to line up for things to go right in tournaments, which is also why I find them so fascinating. There's so many different types of run good in tournaments.
Yes, there are. The positive run goods, the avoiding the negative run goods, the seat draw run goods, the table breaking just before your big blind hits run goods.
So many things have to go just right.
The other short stack at another table making a mistake to bust, so you don't bubble when you're sitting in the short stack. So many run goods.
So many. Master C, what is up? We're having an amazing time commentating on this live stream. I'm here with John, PokerAtlas CEO. Myself, PokerFaceAction.
Just in case you're curious, payouts are at table 19 if you bust out.
Appreciate you all tuning in. We have almost 200 viewers. Appreciate you guys so much. And if you've been enjoying this stream, please do us a favor and hit that like button so we can continue doing more feature tables for you guys. This has been a blast, but I hope to be playing on the next one. Although I love commentating.
They know it.
Master C, nice to see you. Buy-in was $500, back 40. $500 buy-in gets you a potential ROI of a lot.
I think we did the math, 320 or so X, 320 times your buy-in.
Amazing.
Assuming one bullet at $500. Yeah, huge ROI. Big money here in Dallas, Texas, the PokerAtlas Tour. And the best part, this is event number 1
Just getting started.
21. So lots of great action to come. Let's see what else is coming up in no particular order. We've got our title event. Whoops. $1,000 buy-in.
That's going to be an awesome one.
With $1.5 million guaranteed prize pool. If I was a betting man, I would bet the over. What else do we have? Ooh, we've got a $100,000 guaranteed PLO multi-flight event running August 21st. That starts tomorrow through Thursday the 24th, if you're fortunate enough to make day 2. We've got a $100,000 buy-in single day no limit hold'em event on, well, Sunday at 1 p.m. I don't think that's today. Oh, August 27th, sorry. Next Sunday. $600 buy-in, 100K guarantee. We've got a $100,000 guarantee, no limit hold'em high roller 8 max, $2,500 buy-in, 60K in starting chips, and that runs at Las Colinas. Well, day 1 runs at Las Colinas, next Tuesday, August 29th. A couple more here, then we'll get back to the tournament. Actually, let's hold off on the pouring out of this event for now and look at pocket aces for Brandt, who has been getting some pretty damn good hands today.
Wow, what a turn card for Andrew there. Flush draw, straight draw.
So Brandt will send Andrew to the rail on a missed straight draw, flush draw. And I have to apologize, I was showing all the upcoming event slides and we missed the action on that very exciting hand. So my apologies for that. Brandt picks up about $500,000 in chips, and now he is the new chip leader at this particular featured table, sitting on 1,024,000 chips. Randy now just a hair under $1 million, sitting in second place. but still lots of good-sized stacks here at this table and throughout the entire field of this tournament.
Now RV Phil picks up pocket rockets.
I feel like we're watching like the highlight reel
Yeah.
here. Every hand, aces, queens.
75.
This is amazing.
He's not going to get any action, and that is also kind of a run bad in a tournament when you pick up a hand like
Oh,
that.
he wants to show it so bad. Just didn't want to let those two cards go.
Oh boy, not a good feeling when you want to chip up in a tournament.
Yep. Okay, a couple more promotions here. We already talked about that. Okay, let's just focus on the tournament, shall we? Oh, maybe not. We have a mystery payday event. Our form of a mystery bounty runs August 24th to the 27th. Next weekend, Thursday to Sunday. $600 buy-in, $500,000 guaranteed with mystery bounties on day 2. There's 200 of you watching right now. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to Texas Card House's channels, and of course, Poker Face Ash's channels. You could subscribe to my channel if you want at John Friedberg if you like following accounts that tweet about once a year. So I almost don't even recommend following me because there's not much to follow. But in case you're wondering who I am, I'm John Friedberg. I'm the CEO of PokerAtlas. Here in Dallas, helping kick off our PokerAtlas Tour event here at Texas Card House and TCH Social. 2 of my favorite properties around Texas. There are many, and I love playing at almost all of them. But in Dallas, hard to pass up the opportunities to play here at Texas Card House and TCH Social when in town.
Yeah, I love this card room, and TCH Social at Las Colinas is just a beautiful new room they just opened up. So if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you go. Very nice squeeze spot here for Robert on the button with King, Queen of Hearts. Grant not going to let him get away with those calls Ace-4 suited.
Grant's sitting on a big stack now.
Yeah, he was very patient, found some good spots, and now just like that, he chipped up. And
Hoping
Randy
for
is,
clubs.
yeah, and Randy's in a pretty bad spot here with her exact hand.
Airball flops for all 3. No one flopped anything, no draws, nothing. So most likely a continuation bet here will take the pot down. Wow, Robert ships for 300,000.
Wow.
What a move.
Yeah.
Not going to get called. Randy posturing here, pretending like she gives a shit about the actual amount. Tending to be bummed and troubled as to a decision. Assuming, of course, we're looking at her accurate hand, King 9 of clubs, which I assume is the case.
Yeah.
And she folds.
Wow, what a move there by Robert, though. Gets ace highs to fold, which is nice. Takes it down.
So where did you come up with the name Poker Face Ash?
Yeah, I had an Instagram account, and I was trying to think of a name, and at the time that Lady Gaga song had just come out, Poker Face, I was like, oh, okay, well then I'll just add my name to it, Ashley, so Poker Face Ash, and it kind of was funny because a lot of people then started commenting on my Poker Face at the table and how it was kind of hard to read, so it actually worked out.
So you have a poker face.
I do a little bit.
Good.
You could call it a poker face. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I have some pretty funny pictures of my poker face out there, but
Are you also a Lady Gaga fan?
oh, not really. But at the time, it was like a popular song, so yeah. Just so happened to change my Instagram handle to that, and then the rest is history.
All right.
Yeah.
There's no
So I've
getting
just
away
stuck
from
with
it
it.
now.
Yeah, I have to stick with it now. Randy picks up a nice hand. And
That's
we
at least-
hijack.
At least 36,000 people will be confused if you change it.
Yeah, definitely not changing the name. That's for sure. She takes it down.
So you said you moved to Dallas pretty recently from Phoenix?
Yeah, I moved. Actually, it's been a year ago. 2 days ago, moved to the Dallas area. And
Is
I'm
poker
enjoying
what
it.
brought you here?
So ironically, for how good the poker is here, it was not the reason. I just wanted. My family and I bought a bunch of land in the middle of nowhere, just kind of doing the ranch farm life.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
So you live on a farm or
yeah,
on a ranch?
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
It's been very, very nice. And so I like where I live. Dallas area is very city-like, lots of traffic and stuff. But I like where I live. And still getting used to the humidity. That's the one thing, because Arizona is very dry.
Big
dry,
difference.
Very big difference. So feels a lot hotter when it's not really.
That's funny. Today, here in Dallas, it's 109 degrees. That's the actual temperature with the heat index, which for anyone who doesn't know what that means, combining the humidity and it feels much hotter than 109. It probably feels, very similar to your 120 days in Phoenix, which
Absolutely, it does.
Phoenix
100%.
is damn hot.
Yes, it is.
But that dry heat is easier to tolerate, although I live in Las Vegas, so
Oh, yeah.
I can say that it's easier to tolerate until it hits about 108, 110, and then it's really just hard to breathe regardless. But yeah, here, very, very hot today. Feels like 112 degrees right now when it's actually 107. Ironically, Vegas, raining, non-stop raining, which
Wow,
is
yeah.
unusual. But
It's monsoon season, I think, in Arizona too, or Phoenix area right now.
Yep.
Which I actually always loved the monsoon season. It was fun because we never got rain, so it was always just like an exciting time in Arizona to see some rain. Oh, got an all-in and a call here. Oh my goodness! And it looks like Phil. I think the graphics might be a little wrong. See, so yeah,
Phil might have
queens-
two tens.
Queens go down. It looks like here.
Oh, diamonds.
It
Okay.
looks like he does have pocket tens.
Oh, two tens.
Yeah, there
okay.
it is. So, full house for Phil, and Grant takes a devastating blow to the stack. Lost about half his stack on that, and now Phil's going to be our new chip leader at this table.
Okay.
Wow, Phil getting lucky there, out flopping the queens.
Kicker problems reminds us it's 60 and rainy in Montana. Nice brag.
Yeah. Wow, 60. I wonder what that feels like.
Although we'll be reaching out to you in November when it's a nice 80 degrees in Vegas and you're under 3 feet of snow already in Montana.
It's so funny. I moved here in August, and I think I've experienced all weather, even just being here a year. We had like crazy, huge balls of hail. We had a blizzard. We had an ice warning. Like, these were things I never experienced in Arizona. Hurricane warning, had to go down in our bunker for like 30 minutes. So, people always said the weather in Texas is bipolar, and I completely understand what they mean now.
Especially here up in North Texas, you get all the seasons, much more than South Texas. Yeah.
Which in Arizona, you don't get all seasons, so it's nice to I'm excited for the fall weather. Dinger gonna make a very good shove here over Randy's open, and for this price, a little under 10 bigs, she's probably going to have to make a call. Phil cannot get involved here. Lets it go. And Randy just snaps with her Broadway cards.
Yeah.
We're going to be off to a race.
My money's on Randy this hand.
She's been running good, playing good, so let's see. Very good flop for Randy. Some more outs for the straight draw. And she
Oof.
gets there on
She
the
hits
river.
the nizzles with the Broadway.
Yeah, unfortunate for Dinger, but obviously nothing you can do there with the pair under 10 bigs. Now Randy reclaims the table chip lead.
Never a doubt. She's running good, playing good. Poker gods know.
Oh, I'm yeah.
Suju's still the most active player at this table, however, he's just had a lot of hands to open, and he is one of the chip leaders. Randy, the next most active player, raising first in, which makes a ton of sense.
I couldn't tell if you had, it looked like you were holding.
Yeah, yeah.
Raise. Make it 75.
So Doug predicts that RV Phil will either quadruple his stack or punt it today. Have you, Ash, have you played with RV Phil at all?
So I don't think so. I don't think so, but he is pretty active. He gets in there, he's aggressive, he's made some moves, so it's been fun to see some of this play at this table. I could see him being a little quote-unquote punty in the sense of like he's aggressive, he'll go for it, so. But I have not played before.
Randy now up to 1.2 million, while Scrappy just having scraps.
Yeah.
7 big blinds. So Scrappy will be hopefully making some moves here shortly.
Randy picks up pocket aces. So the blinds are now 12K and 24K. Let's see what sizing she chose.
I'm pretty sure there's about 7 aces in this deck.
Yeah, lots of pocket aces. Picks a little bit of a bigger open size. Oh, and the snap, obviously. What does he have here? T shoves with queens?
Queen king? Queen
Or
jack?
king
I think it's
queen.
king queen, yeah.
King queen. Picks up some outs on the turn, but can't improve. Randy takes down a huge pot. Almost
Randy becoming
1.6. Man.
a gravitational force at this table. All of the chips are heading their way over to her.
Amassing a huge stack at this stage in the tournament of 68 big blinds, which is
Wow.
just a ton.
What is again? Yeah.
She's basically doubled her stack since we started the stream, so she is absolutely headed in the right direction, but playing extremely well and not running too bad either, so good for her.
I was fine taking the blinds down. I never can win with aces. It's all
She
you.
raised a little bit big under the gun there with aces. You normally want to be raising like 2.1, 2x, and raised a little bit bigger. She said she didn't want to lose with them, which I totally understand. It's also very scary when you have pocket aces, but worked out for her.
Hey, we've got a new player at the table who, judging from his PokerAtlas Tour Final Table list hat and his shirt, might have final tabled an event at our Houston event back in May. Love his apparel.
Option.
Yeah, I need to get myself a shirt.
Yes, you do.
She started today with 400K, Anya says. Let's go, Randy in the chat.
Ooh, what a flop for Randy. 7-3 of hearts. Straight draw, straight flush draw.
And RV Phil's gonna check back his showdown value with his pair of fours.
Bottom pair. Probably, oh, interesting.
Is that another 4? Oh, 5.
She gets there.
Wow, she gets there.
Bets 100K.
Life is good for Randy right now. She gets the call.
They're 30. Still is coming in.
Oh, Anya says she started today at 400K. So wow, she is more than quadrupled her stack today. Good for her. What a feeling. You know the feeling,
yeah,
Ash.
when
that
everything's just going right, you're stacking
just-
chips, your stack's getting larger and larger right in front of you. It's just the best feeling.
And on a stream for the world to see.
Yeah, she's just playing so well, so this is fun to see. Much respect for Randy. I have not played against her, and I don't know if I want to now, to be honest. Yeah, Doug, I probably didn't play with RB Phil on the live stream. I assume he probably plays in the bigger ones. I've only played in the 5-5-10 match to stack live streams here, so haven't had the pleasure to play with him just yet.
There's about 100 players left, just over 100 players left. The lowest payout at this point, all of these players are guaranteed at least $1,910. And that will be, of course, increasing continuously all the way up until the first place prize of $164,160. So very, very big payday for one of these approximately 100 runners. Pretty exciting. A lot of money up for grabs.
Two reasonable hands here in the small and big blind where Randy raises and Robert calls with his queen jack. Both players have a diamond. Randy has the aggressional factor at this point. She is out of position though.
King high currently good, but Robert's jack of diamonds giving a better flush draw for him. But he doesn't want to play a jack high flush draw board, so he folds, and Randy's chip stack continues to grow.
I'm not sure what she bet there, but definitely probably not folding my jack of diamonds. And my two overs there, but Randy's aggression just taking all the right spots here. She picks it up.
I'm with you. I definitely call there, particularly heads up
Oh yeah.
in the blinds.
Heads up, ranges are so much wider, especially with Randy being the more aggressive player. You know she's going to not just be raising premium hands, she's going to have a lot of hands there. So definitely got to take your equity heads up, right? Small and big blind, but yeah, just she's just getting all the right folds when she needs them as well. Yeah, Doug, unfortunately, I guess I just haven't played on this stream she's played on, but hope to in the future. So our new player at the table is K, and it looks like he's pretty short stacked here with 200,000, just under 10 bigs. 9-8 offs. Probably gonna find his way into the muck here. Might be thinking he is under the gun and doesn't want to pay the blinds next hand, but 9-8 off, just not a good hand here to shove under the gun. And the thing is once you get in the big blind, and let's say you have 8, 9, 10 big blinds, and someone min raises, you can actually just call. You actually do have playability, even with a short stack draw, which a lot of people don't necessarily realize. And he's gonna fold. I think he's just maybe delaying a little bit.
It's just dissing all you guys. Because are no fun.
So even with him being under the gun and you think, oh, I gotta shove here because I'm gonna be in the blinds next, it's actually not true. You still want to pick positive EV hands to shove there. You don't need to panic and shove, because reality is you can go through the blinds and you have a whole other orbit to pick up a hand. And also if there's a, like I said, if there's a min raise, you could peel in the big blind with a lot of hands and just get it in on a flop where you flop equity. So it looks like Suju flops 2 pair here. We don't know what Randy has, but we do know she has a king of spades and is a little bit sticky, so I don't imagine her folding to 1-bet here. And sure enough, she does call. Don't know what her other card is.
60,000.
clubs now.
Interesting. If Randy's got a club,
Yeah, we don't know what her other card.
Suju absolutely
And
hates
he
this
goes
run
for
out.
value again. A little blocker bet, perhaps. She calls.
Randy probably has a club here. Yep.
Two of clubs.
Randy.
2 of clubs.
Oh my
No,
gosh. Did
I
she call
heard-
with the deuce
oh,
of clubs?
Deuce of clubs.
Wow.
So Suju turns his hand into a bit of a bluff on the river, or a blocker bet, I guess. Randy just has the deuce, doesn't fold.
She is
Randy
very
almost-
tough to beat right
Yeah,
now.
Steven
She's
says
not,
Randy almost never relinquishes the chip lead. Okay.
if she's calling there
She
with
is
the deuce
rolling.
of clubs, she is
We
a
don't know what you
beast.
have. I mean,
Yeah.
She is rolling here.
I think you have an ace, probably.
Oh yeah, that's what I was betting.
He's saying, what in the hell do you think I had? Maybe not in those exact words, but she says, I thought you had an ace.
Now Suju, who was our table chip leader, one of the chip leaders for a while, now has under 10 big blinds. It just shows you how fast things can change in the tournament.
That's all, just for a second.
Got a new player in the middle seat there. Now Randy's not going to slow down. She has chips, she has an ace. Robert known to do some things though. See if he lets it go. Got a few new faces at the table now.
Well, I got to say, Ash, it's really great meeting you. It's the first time I've met you. I've
Likewise.
seen your name a lot. So great to put a face to the name and learn a little bit more about you. This is a lot of fun, and I certainly wish you tremendous success here in our PokerAtlas Tour event in Dallas. I think we just have a couple more hands left on the stream, so certainly don't want to leave without expressing my appreciation for Texas Card House and TCH Social and Ryan Crow and Victor and his team here. They do a fantastic job. I certainly encourage and invite everyone to come and visit Texas Card House properties. They just do such a great job all around the state of Texas. Of course, follow Poker Face Ash if you want some great poker content from one of the seemingly rapidly up-and-coming women in this poker world.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. It's nice to meet you, and I've just always loved PokerAtlas, and just such a. I've used the app, you know, having it integrated into tournaments. I've been advocating so long. Wow, and now Randy is getting it all in here against Suju, and it looks like she finally loses a pot, but a very
Randy
small
is
one. All
not
things considered.
invincible entirely.
Yeah.
Suju gets a bit of revenge here against her. Thank you, by the way,
Yeah,
for the kind words.
Yeah,
I
I've always
appreciate
seen
it.
the, you know, when venues use the PokerAtlas integration, I'm always just like, yes, thank you. It's just, I've been awesome.
Us too, thank you. And I have a great team of folks that I work with, and we all really just love poker and love improving and innovating and doing what we can to improve the experience for both poker rooms and, of course, poker players.
Oh, you certainly have. Absolutely. 100%.
Thank you.
Actually, the first time I ever played with a PokerAtlas shot clock or tournament clock was at Resorts World. And
Oh,
I was
yeah?
like, what is this? This needs to be the standard. And I was like, just the way you, I love that, you know, as soon as a dealer clocks out a player, you know exactly how many players are left. It's just, it's great. So it's been a pleasure, and I'm excited to play the rest of this series. And if you guys are listening and have not come out yet, make sure you come get in the action here. So many amazing prize pools left and tournaments, all kinds. Like we have a seniors tournament, a PLO, mystery bounty, and the main events. It's gonna be fun. Looks like this is going to be our last hand of this feature table. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. It will really help out the channel a lot. We appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been such a blast. And don't forget that tonight we will be back for the final table, so make sure you stick around with that because we are going to have players playing for almost $170,000 for first place. So make sure you don't miss that, stick around, and make sure you have that alert button on so you know when the channel goes live. And this is going to be a very, very fun final table. We've got some amazing players left in this field, and you guys got to watch a little bit of it here, so stick around for that final table later.
Yeah, 21 events in total, so still 20 more events running today through September 5th here at Texas Card House and TCH Social in Dallas, Texas. Join us for some great fun, some great poker, very good action, tournaments and cash games, and of course for tournament players, trophies up for grab, bubble prizes up for grab, some other surprises we have up our sleeve, and of course even a PokerAtlas meetup game day coming up in 2 weeks, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd, I believe it is. I will be here, looking forward to meeting many of you in person, hopefully, giving out some PokerAtlas swag and other goodies.
1K's coming out. I'm buying them.
Pair of threes ahead here for Phil.
Hating that he missed his nut flush draw, but
Little does he know.
does have the best hand.
That's 150,000.
Although it'll be tough to call this bet with a complete nothing ball.
Yeah, it kind of sucks in this spot when you block diamonds here, but you have a showdown value with your pairs. So it's kind of one of those spots where it's like you kind of wish you didn't have diamonds when you show up here with a pair. You want them to have some bluffs. You can still have some bluffs here.
And he's gonna
let it go.
fold. Fold the winner, face up. Giving Michael or Mikel? Michael.
Takes it down.
That much confidence that he made the right play. All right, guys, we are going to break. Concluding this stream here, John Friedberg with PokerAtlas and Pokerface Ash with the YouTube world and other social media channels. Thank you all for watching.
Yep.
And we look forward to seeing you at more events in the future here at Texas Card House and PokerAtlas Tour.
Attention Dallas poker players, over $3 million in tournament guarantees for the PokerAtlas Tour at Texas Card House Dallas and Las Colinas. 21 events, August 15th through September 5th. This massive series kicks off with the Dallas Duel, a $1 million guaranteed no-limit hold'em tournament. And what bigger way to close the PokerAtlas Tour than with the $1.5 million guaranteed title event? For full details, go to texascardhouse.com now.